Now, what I'm about to show you all happened within a span of a week. Russian President Vladimir Putin, at the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum, declared a full annexation of Ukraine, considering all Ukrainian territory is now part of the Russian Federation, formalizing a total annexation. His justification through combat, Putin stated, "Every inch a Russian soldier steps on becomes Russian land." Russia plans to install full administrative control, including issuing Russian passports, integrating local governments, and implementing ruble-based systems. This process has already started in many of the regions that they now occupy. The annexation heightens fears of a broader war in Europe. As NATO leaders warn, this could trigger increased military support for Ukraine or further economic sanctions against Russia.
How is the war in Ukraine reflective of the values that St. Petersburg Forum is trying to put forward, to defend, to underscore?
Very easily. Directly, in fact, there is a direct relation to what I've been talking about. I said that security of one country cannot be ensured at the expense of security of other country. Since the beginning of the 1990s, for decades, we've been hearing that there would be no NATO's expansion to the east, and we've had 5 or 6 rounds of expansion, despite all our calls not to do this.
Now, just the other day, on June 28th, Vladimir Putin says Moscow is ready for new rounds of peace talks. He goes on to say at the same time that Ukrainians and Russians are one people and that the land should be united. This is just the past week in Ukraine, starting from June 29th, 2025. So when Vladimir Putin calls for peace talks, who does he think he's fooling? And when the entire world knows that he's filled with deceit, why aren't we collectively taking action against Russia? There are a lot of critics out there that say the safest route for Europe is for Russia to conquer Ukraine. Oh, that narrative is clearly out there. If we want peace and security, Russia and Ukraine should be annexed. Are we forgetting that there are estimates of over 1 million killed and injured so far? Can we even grasp even but one family being torn to shreds because one of their sons or daughters, mothers, husbands were killed or relocated? Lest we forget, Ukrainians woke up one day and had soldiers in their streets. We cannot fail to recognize who the antagonist is here. Let me know your thoughts.